Titans on EA Sports.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their seventh-year quarterback.
Brandon, I don't know about you, but when I heard he threw 5 touchdown passes last week, I thought, well, he's going to be the AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I didn't need to hear any other stats, and it turned out to be right.
That's exactly right. It seemed like every time we turned around, he was throwing one in the end zone. But he doubled down. He said, I see 5 more in this game. Challenge accepted.
Challenge.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Back to throw. Wakefield, incomplete. You look at this defense coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
And when you're getting ready to face the #1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. That's a pretty good opening possession defensively.
And you know the goal is to make something of a statement, especially on the road with your first defensive possession, isn't it? Go right out and establish yourselves and let them know this is going to be tough going all game long.
That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. From the 43, it's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete. This defense for the Titans, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
They keep on the ground with Allen. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. First catch so far for the man who led the NFL coming into the weekend. He's got a first down. Elliott running right. There he goes, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 46 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. Back to throw here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slow.
Touchdown! First down number 18 on the year. And the Aviators are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense making their way out onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Now here's a throw. It's complete. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Here's 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. And this is going to be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And this will be taken at the 13. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. This offense, #1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now a 2nd and 2.
At the 34-yard line.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Aviators are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. When you look at this defense, coming into this one ranked number 19 in the NFL against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Looking to throw. Wakefield. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And they, on paper, Charles, no doubt they have the edge in this one. They are sitting with the AFC elite, and on the other side. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Williams going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. From the 3-yard line again, they'll try and punch it in here on 3rd and goal. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let it put some points on the board.
Buenos Aires about set for another try on offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Watson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 46, here's 2nd and 3. Inside give to Elliott. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 60 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. Oh, look at the juke. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 14. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
The way he's been slinging it in the first half, you expect everything he throws to go for a touchdown, but I guess he's got to wait to try and pick up that third, isn't he?
Yeah, I thought he had him for a second, but you're right, not to be. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Elliott is into the end zone. Touchdown.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
A try here for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, that discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Wakefield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Well, remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Oh, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. A 40-yard punt, no return.
Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
That's taken in by Watson.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
I like the fact that they didn't overcomplicate things on that call. 3rd and 2. Just run the quick little hitch, which they did. Ball's out of quarterback's hands. And yes, indeed, they pick up the first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 43.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Now a handoff up the middle. Bridges.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all.
And this is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Aviators continue to pull away here in this first half.
And that time he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Titans now just about ready to take over. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Off the play fake. Wakefield. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
He's been sensational all year. He threw touchdown pass number 45 the last time they had it. We'll see if he can build on that number here. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll take this one down near the 15. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And the Titans getting set to go.
Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter. But you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
Looking to throw. Wakefield. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On 3rd down, Collier. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line.
Well, the Buenos Aires offense back out now.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Buenos Aires first down.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get started down at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where you see the final score there. The Sentinels will not finish above 500 this year, but 8-9 is still within reach as they pick up victory number 5. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see, currently, they trail in that ball game. The Bengals looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars. The Bears will not finish above 500 this year, but 8-9 is still within reach as they pick up victory number 5.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. This offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
2nd and 9 now. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. Well, following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Going to give to Greer here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Greer. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Back to throw. Wakefield. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Looks like a 9-yard loss. And it also brings up 4th.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. On now is the Titans punter as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. The Buenos Aires offense back out now. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. It's rare that a receiver of his caliber would drop one pass, but that's now 2 times he's had his mitts on one and lost it.
Yeah, and I don't think that they're going to lose confidence in him, though, because of the track record. Such a good player, maybe having a bad game, but I think they'll still go to him in a critical spot.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his receiver, Watson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the 50-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 21. They got 29 yards that time. Well, those backups on the sideline, they got to be eagerly anticipating the 4th quarter upcoming. Look at the size of the lead, how they're moving the football. This defense really struggling and giving up plays like we just saw.
Yeah, his Stars have certainly done all they've needed to in this one, haven't they? But my question is, will he be able to resist the urge to continue to run things up a bit and get his main guys a few bonus stats before he calls them off the field?
Here's 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Titans' 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Aviators are pouring it on.
That's a good read of the situation by a quarterback. It's a sprint out to the flat, so after he fakes the handoff, he's going to give the impression this is going to be thrown to the back. Instead, he goes to the next level, and it pays off with a touchdown.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays.
Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 36-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 45-yard line.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
2nd and 7, operating from the 34.
They're going to look to throw.
Quick throw there is incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great too.
And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Out come the Titans now. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with him punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. This is Greer. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half. And that trend is continuing here.
A carry for Greer. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Wakefield. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrated unit. Things are really unraveling here, and as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
They'll take over.
For the Buenos Aires offense back out now. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. They'll look to throw here. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Throw out wide is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Back to throw again. Here's a diving catch right side. 14 yards that time for number 14.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Nashville. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. And this is a blowout so far as we get set
for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 80 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that penalty going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now back to throw. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field.
Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole.
On 1st and 10, Wakefield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard at the 32-yard line.
Looking to throw. Wakefield. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Wakefield. He finds his man, complete. It's Greer. And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Back to throw. Wakefield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
The Buenos Aires offense back out now. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 113 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. So from the 25, this is 2nd and 5. The give is to Elliott. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for Buenos Aires, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.